What's going on, everybody? David here from Bluckers Videos and Toys, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Ankylosaurus from the Jurassic World Dino Hybrid line that Hasbro did that was released in 2016. I do have like one set, what is it? The Owen in blue set that came out from that particular line. And I think I have the Tyrannosaurus Rex as well that came out from that line, and I think I might have one more. I can't remember, but I do remember getting this off of eBay a while back. It's been a while, like I want to say like I don't know. It's been a couple of years, a few years, Let's just say that. But I got it really cheap, I just happened to snag it because I would like to collect all of these, you know. I think they're really cool, even though they're not the greatest figures in the world when it comes to that particular line that Hasbro did. But I do like the figures itself, because, I like dinosaurs and I like weird stuff like this, good or bad, And, but yeah, so I did get this off of eBay a while back, a few years ago, and I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool looking. But let's see. We'll go ahead and move these two pieces out the way, but I do want to show that I do have the original Ankylosaurus, that was released that Hasbro did on their main line. And this is pretty much the same mold as that. The only thing that's different is the paint, and it comes with two armor pieces. So I really do like this a lot. I do want to try to find a loose one. If not, oh well, it is what it is. And yeah, I do like the Ankylosaurus. Probably one of the better figures that they did on the main line that Hasbro did, as far as when it comes to their Jurassic World toys. And not a lot of a lot of them are pretty bad, but there's a few, like a handful of that were actually really good. This was one of the better ones that they did, in my opinion. I do know that there is a Target set that comes with the Indominus Rex and this Ankylosaurus. I would like to get my hands on that set if I can, loose or on card, but it goes for a hefty price right now. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm not gonna lose no sleep on it over it if I don't get it. But anyways, let's go ahead and move this out the way, and we'll just focus on this guy. So we'll go ahead and bring back the armor pieces. And yeah, so like I said, this is the Ankylosaurus that was one of the hybrids from the hybrid line. And you can tell right off the bat, first thing you see is the screw holes. So but it's not as bad as some of the other ones. You probably wouldn't think twice about it, like you would on some of the other figures. But easy fix. All you gotta do is put in a little putty right there, and voila, it's fixed. But it is what it is, But but yeah, like I said, I do like the sculpt on this, and I think it's a real fun sculpt for what it was, at the time. And so this is your Jurassic World, the Ankylosaurus. But this is the main style. Like I said, it's a repaint using the same mold. And why this is left unpainted, I don't know. It's just a gray color. So you could tell this was made out of the gray colored plastic. And then the rest of it just painted on. So you can tell it's spray painted here on the tail right there. And then spray painted right here in the front, just a little bit around the neck, just barely. And then spray painted green right there, and a little bit on the legs, and then here on the same side. But I do like the fact that they add the little dots to it, all over the leg or legs, and then here on the top of the head, and then they actually did it all the way across to the tip of the tail. The only thing they didn't do was make that brown. They should have made this like a little light brown color and stuff, but they left that unpainted. And then the claws are unpainted as well. As far as the head sculpt goes pretty good head sculpt in my opinion. I was surprised they actually painted the horns, you know, but they left the ones on the side unpainted. So, and then you got the eyes right there. The eyes right there. They actually had the beak painted, and you know, they actually got the little teeth painted. Wow, that's cool. The little tongue, little gum action growing right there. So I'm impressed. They actually did the teeth and a little bit of the beak. So that's a plus right there. You know, the nostrils and sculpt right there. So yeah, not much else to really go over on this figure, you know. But overall, you know, it's what we got. You know, probably not the best stance as far as the way an Ankylosaurus would stand, but it looks like it's ready for action, you know. But like I said, I wish they could have just painted the rest of this, you know, even if it is this green color, you know, at least a little bit on the sides, you know, nothing at the bottom, no. So, and no painted claws either. So, yeah, that's about it. So as far as the articulation goes, the hind legs goes forwards and backwards. Front legs forwards, backwards. And then here, same thing, forwards, backwards. And then here, this is part of the action feature. So, but before we get to the action feature, let's go ahead and armor this guy up. You can tell this stance is not the greatest thing in the world. You know, he's got that crouching stance, and then when you have it like that, you know, this hind leg doesn't want to stand. It's just a dude tied to the action feature. So, like I said, before we get to that, so here is the armored plate that for the tail in the back that they gave us to put on the Ankylosaurus. So like I said, like I mentioned, this is part of the Dino Hybrid line. So apparently, whatever hybrid or animal that they inserted with the Ankylosaurus, I'm guessing probably a porcupine, because the way this thing looks, it all spiked out, like the spikes grew like super long. So either that or a sea urchin, one of the two, either a porcupine or a sea urchin. So the way this works is that it does have all these holes here at the bottom, and then here there's probably where the neck piece goes, and that's where the tail piece goes. So you just kind of line it up like that, you know. Looks like it's pretty ridiculous. Then here's the tail for the club, you know, the club armor that elongated too as well as far as its spikes goes. So very cool. I do like the green paint on it. So just snap that on, not snap it on there, but just slide it in on there, and then you have a souped up armored porcupine, sea urchin, Ankylosaur. So yeah. So but anyways, so as far as the action feature goes, and the reason why it doesn't stand, because this leg is tied into the action features for the front and back. So as far as this goes, you pull the leg down and the head comes out. And then here in the back, you just pull the leg back and the tail goes down like a club. So you get two action features in one. So head pop out. Why does that look like a turtle? I don't think it does that. Did that in real life, but who knows. And then the tail goes down. So, but if you could like maneuver this leg and kind of snap it back in, or not snap it back in, but kind of move it back in, so that way it can get that stance a little bit. So yeah, it doesn't stand all that well. So you would have to like maneuver that just to kind of get it somewhere like it's walking. So kind of flush it a little bit as far as its stance goes. But yeah, so that's what we got, you know. And that's pretty much it, you know. Not much to go on it, you know. It's very simple, 2-action gimmick figure. You know, it's got a couple of coverings that, you know, you can put on the top of it, you know, and on this club. So it looks like it's very spiked out, you know. Or, you know, if you want, you can just take all this off and just have you a plain old Anky, you know. So, but other than that, that's about it. That's not a whole lot to cover on this thing. So, but yeah. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this review. You know, this was fun. You know, it was nice to kind of revisit some of the old Hasbro figures that they did back in the day for the first film. You know, even as ridiculous as they may seem to look and sound and what they did for the toy line, but, you know, it's part of their history, Jurassic World history, Jurassic Park history, should I say. You know, they are the toys that we had at the time, so it is what it is. You know, but anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And don't forget, where's the wisdom? Buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.